Okay, the ambiguous case. Let's just get into it, I guess. We've got to calculate the angle C, which is there, right there. We can spot that we've got a side length opposite an angle, so we know the sine rule is the rule we're going to use, clearly, because this is a sine rule video, but that's what you're looking for in the test. So let's go straight to the rule. And we can link the 5 with the sine 30 and the 8 with the sine C will be equal to 8. And you're just going to use your calculator to arc sine whatever that is, and you're going to get 53 degrees. I really don't have a problem with that. That looks like 53 degrees, and I'm happy to say that that's 53 degrees. Seems like this ambiguous case is a little bit easy. Let's do another one. Let's look at, so we've got a side length and an angle opposite, so that's the sine rule. A on, which is 5 on 30, 8 on sine, well that's going to be angle C. Okay, so, oh my gosh, I think this has to be a mistake, because this looks like the same question. Right. Hey, sine 30 is a half, isn't it? And what's sine 150? No, you don't say. You don't say we've got more than one angle that can get the same value of sine. So we've got a bit of a problem here, because this arc sine is saying what angle does C need to be this value, which is just 4/5 or 0.8 if you've worked it out. And you're right, 53 is one angle that gets that, but there's another one. I can actually use my unit circle and go, well, there's my 53 degrees. 53 degrees is actually a reference angle. Where else can I draw it to get the same value of sine? Well, my reference angle comes off the x-axis. So what's that angle there? I reckon that's 127. So see this C? Yes, 53 is one answer, but you can also have an angle of 127 degrees. Well, how can that be? How does that work? Right. So you'll notice from our first triangle that that is a definite possibility, not drawn to scale clearly. Let's go 30, that was 8, that was 5, and we found our unknown was this thing here, which was 53 degrees. The ambiguous case is if we don't have a diagram, who's to say that the triangle doesn't look like that, which is 8, 30. This side length is still 5, but all of a sudden that angle isn't 53, it was 127. So if you've got a diagram, yes, you can pick what the angle is, but if you don't have a diagram or it's a worded question, you don't know. So you've got to cover both options. So it happens where you get this flip-flop happening. So this side length of 5 can either come out there or come back in here, and they're both 5, and they keep this same angle of 30 degrees. So we just don't know which triangle it is, because they both form a triangle with the 8 and the 30. That's the ambiguous case. Watch out for it. It's not necessarily going to be signposted in the exam. It could just be find, and you need to recognise that there are two possible answers and draw yourself two different diagrams anytime you see just the use of the sine rule. Okay, keep an eye out for it.